Hello, grade 2. Good job pushing play on your next lesson video. This is the social studies lesson for today. We are going to be learning some mapping skills. These skills are going to help us to understand God's world a little bit better. How to read maps will help us in what we need to understand to get to our next lesson, and that is further study of traditions and our countries of origin. But that's still to come. For today's lesson, you will need your papers from your pickup package that look like this, mapping skills. I brought some things with me today, but I want to ask you this question first. What are maps for? What are they used for? Maps are used for helping us to get from one place to the other. That's one thing. Right, it's also there to help us to explore new places and discover more areas of God's world. Yeah, and also it helps us to be able to understand places that we would not necessarily be able to travel to. Helps us to see some landforms like mountains and valleys and oceans and wonderful places that God has made in our world. Places that we might not have an opportunity to go to. Not only do maps include landforms, but it also includes the description of what animals are there and sometimes what kind of cultures of clothes and activities you would find in different places around the world. Speaking about places around the world, I brought with me today an atlas. An atlas is a book that is filled with maps. And this atlas is filled with maps of places around the world. The maps have a little bit of information that are tagged on them and labeled on them. This is a map of Brazil and neighboring countries. Another page shows Canada and the United States. Those sound familiar places. Another map that you might have available in your home too might be on a smartphone, like Google Maps, that helps you to find places that are close to home. I know I use my Google Maps to help me find places that I have never been to before or that I don't go very often. It helps me not to get lost. Sometimes, actually most of the time. I also brought this really cool form of a map. It's called a globe. And we'll be learning more about a globe. I want you to have a look at this on the globe there. We're going to find out what this is called that's on the globe. Notice that the globe has a pin at the top and a pin at the bottom, and that the globe can rotate. All right, now it's time for you to get your papers, and I'm going to share my screen so that you can see it right here on your computer or your device that you're using. All right. So the first activity page is just a coloring page. I'm just going to skip over that part, but you can see on the cover page, the title page, there are some nice characters there. Look, they are wearing a maple leaf. I wonder if they're from Canada. There's a little map there with some symbols on it. And here in the corner, there's something that looks like a beautiful star, and it has a capital N at the top, a capital S on the bottom. And over here on the right, it has an E, and on the far left, it has a W. Now, it also has a spot for you to print your name. So go ahead to do that. Print your name. second page, you will see that there are some terms, some words that we need to learn about maps. Let's read them together. Get your finger ready and we'll follow along. A map is a picture that shows us a place. Most maps are flat. A globe is also a map. It is shaped like a ball. Pretend you are a bird flying in the sky and you look down to the ground. What you see is how a map is made. We call it a bird's eye view. This is a map of Canada. A bird's eye view, as if we were high in the sky looking down. And this is a compass rose. Say compass rose. A compass rose is what this circle and star shape is. It's the one that has the capital N, E, S, and W. It shows cardinal directions. Cardinal directions. What are those? Here's what they are. Just below it tells what cardinal directions are. N is for north. E is for east. S is for south. W is for west. So it tells the main directions, main or cardinal directions. People use a compass to find their way. It has a needle or arrow that always points to north. What does it always point to? North. This helps you tell which way is south, west, or east. So the compass does not point to the south, west, or east. It always points north. And then you can figure out where the other cardinal directions are based on that and how they fall on the compass rose. We'll get to that. You need to know directions when reading a map. Have a look at this globe again. Remember, I said that there is a symbol right here on this globe. It is the compass rose. Just looks a little bit different. It shows where the north is. Some cute sayings to remember the directions on a compass are, never eat soggy waffles. Yeah, I don't think I would like to eat soggy waffles. Or never eat sour worms. Actually, I have had a sour gummy worm before. And it says, make your own. So you can make your own. Maybe you have your own idea. Make sure it stays appropriate though. All right, and now the third page. Actually, I think it's the fourth page. Fill in the circles with the missing letters. Fill in the circles with the missing letters. So using the compass that is already filled in on page 3, fill in the circles of the missing letters. So you need to have north and south and east and west. And if we're going to go in the clockwise way, we are going to start with the north by 12 o'clock, east for 3 o'clock, S south for 6 o'clock, and W for west, which is on the 9 o'clock if you're looking at the clocks. Fill in all the circles to help you practice that. It will help you to remember where each of the cardinal directions belongs. And then you are ready for your next page. Your next activity for today for practicing is on the page 5. It says, look at the picture and then answer the questions. So you're going to look at the picture that's on the left, and you're going to answer the questions. Number 1 says, what is south of the Inukshuk? Inukshuk. That's how you say it. Inukshuk. Try it. It's a nice word to say. It has symbols that are labeled. So you need to find Inukshuk in the picture. What is south of the Inukshuk? So they have a compass rose here for you to refer to. South is down. So what is it? I see. You're right. It's the Inuit man. Inuit man. Print Inuit man on the line. Number 2, what is east of the flag? Can you find the flag? You're right, there it is, the flag. What is east? What direction is east? East, good. Now what is east of the flag? You're right, the sailboat. There isn't anything west of the flag, so it must be the sailboat. Number 3 says, what is south of the tractor? Here's the tractor. And what is south of the tractor? You're right, it's the lighthouse. You get the idea. Just read each question, fill in the answer using the compass rose and the directions that are there. Once you are finished filling in the letters for the compass rose and filling in the answers for the activity page of using the pictures to answer the questions, please make sure you are asking your parents with your manners to take a picture of your finished work. It would be really helpful if you would make sure to print your name on every page so that when you hand it in, I can put your pictures in your files. Thank you, grade 2. I hope you have enjoyed learning a little bit about God's world through maps. I'll just stop my sharing here so I can say a proper goodbye. Good job. Have a good day.